journalist, a political analyst, also editorial coordinator at the Daily Sabah newspaper. Mehmet, always a pleasure to have you on. Let me just read these latest comments. They've literally appeared in the past few minutes. Vladimir Putin says we will extend the Black Sea grain deal when the promises are going to be fulfilled towards us. He says we can withdraw from the grain deal until other sides fulfill their promises, and that we are in contact with the United Nations about the grain deal, but they are still failing in their efforts. This doesn't look very good at the moment. We've only got until Monday.
Indeed, we're running out of time, which, there's only a couple of days left on an issue which affects millions around the world, particularly in the developing world. Since the beginning of this deal, Russia has been very skeptical about the conditions and how the other side, the Ukrainian side, or actually the Western side has been dealing with this deal. It has called it several times that this deal is a one-leg deal. This is because it argues that its own wheat, grain, and fertilizers are actually facing some sanctions, be it directly or indirectly, particularly when it comes to logistics, and it also comes to financial transactions. And the SWIFT is one of them, of course. However, we heard that Antonio Guterres has made a proposal, according to some sources. But on the Moscow side, there is this position that denies this, or says that we haven't heard anything about this deal. Basically, Mr. Lavrov made this statements. But on the other hand, I think there's one other problem where previously the Russian Foreign Ministry said that even if this was to become realized, it will take a very long time to actually materialize and become part of the system that will make the transaction work smoothly. So I think Russian part is very skeptical still towards this SWIFT deal. But on the other hand, it says that its own fertilizers or own grain is not meeting the markets. The deal that is already in place is only serving the Western countries, and the developing world is not actually benefiting from this. But I think despite all these skepticism and despite all this uncertainty with regards to the deal, every minute counts right now, and every hour counts, because there's a huge diplomatic effort at work currently, and Turkey is one of the biggest partners in this deal, one of the biggest mediator in this deal with the UN. And today, Turkish National Defense Ministry made a statement that right now their only focus is to extend this grain deal through some sort of dialogue between the warring parties. And there is a very intense diplomatic traffic at work right now. Although there is 2 days left, but in diplomacy and in certain deals like this, 24 hours is a very long time, and we are hoping that this deal will be extended. President Erdogan has previously said that they are hoping to extend this to a longer time, and that extension will be every 3 months rather than a shorter periods of time, which creates the certainty for inflation, and global food prices are definitely affected by this. And it will smoothen out at least people can foresee what will happen when it comes to grain and the shipments, and planning will be better for sure. But right now, there's only a couple days, or 2-3 days left for the deal to extend. But still, there's a big diplomatic effort through Turkey and through the UN partners to extend this deal between Russia and the Ukrainian side.
Mehmet Celik, thank you for your contribution.